Hello guys, it is me again, it's HorrorFan34, and welcome back to another video. And welcome to day 23 of the 31 Days of Horror Challenge in October. Starting to clear up from these allergies and things like that. It's clearing up. This is the last bit of it, so thankfully it's clearing up. And I don't sound as bad as I did in the other reviews, but still a little bit nasally, but it's getting pretty close to the end though. But getting on to day 23 though of the 31 Days of Horror Challenge in October, I figured this would be a good one to talk about. I think it's a pretty underrated gem from 1990, I believe. Yeah, 1990. And you know, I rewatched the film again, and have to say, it holds up still really well. It's so forgotten about, doesn't get talked about anymore. I don't think it hardly got talked about at all when it came out. And it's a wonderful film. It's a really creepy movie, and I figured I had to review it for October. Jacob's Ladder. Now, Jacob's Ladder was a film directed by Adrian Lyne, or Line. Same guy that directed Fatal Attraction did this movie. I mean, and the story with the film is that you have Tim Robbins' character as Jacob Singer, a man who, he was a guy who was wounded in Vietnam. He was in the Vietnam War. He's back home in New York. And basically he's having visions and things like that, and really creepy stuff. He has a girlfriend played by Elizabeth Pena. His friend is played by Danny Aiello. And basically it's just him having these terrible visions of things, you know, because he was just home from the Vietnam War, and he's like seeing these things and, you know, things like that. Really creepy concept, and especially like the scene here in the back of the subway right here. It's one of the best scenes in the movie. It's really one of the more creepier scenes in the movie. And actually, even here, you can see it, but that scene here. Because basically, there's a part where he's in the subway, and he's trying to get across the train tracks, and he barely gets out of there just in time, and then the train goes by, and he looks up, and you see like all these people like staring down at him, like all in shadow. They're just staring down at him as the train's going by. Really creepy stuff, and that's another really creepy scene down there, right over here, and where my finger's at. Which in a way, it kind of reminded me of like things that I was seeing like on House on Haunted Hill in a way, like with the shaking the heads and things like that. If you've seen the trailer for the remake of House on Haunted Hill, you know that part of the trailer where you see like that guy go like that when he's shaking his head. It kind of reminds me of like a scene in this movie. But yeah, but the performances overall are very well done. Tim Robbins as Jacob Singer, a fantastic performance by Tim Robbins. Elizabeth Pena does a good job. So does Danny Aiello. I think it's directed very well by Adrian Lyne. He did a great job of Fatal Attraction, and he does a great job directing this movie. The music is really, really well done. Really creepy musical score, and a really creepy idea where a guy comes back from the Vietnam War, and he's seeing like all these different visions and terrible nightmares and things like that. And on top of that too, you have a very young Macaulay Culkin before Home Alone has an appearance in the movie as well. So I think that's pretty cool, which is a nice little cool touch to the movie. But I mean, Jacob's Ladder is not really one of those films that I can go into a whole lot of detail about without spoiling anything. But if you want a really creepy concept, and this is like definitely a film that you would have to check out if you want a really creepy concept, because I like the whole idea, you know, really creepy concept of a guy coming back from the war and he's seeing like these nightmarish visions and things like that. He's seeing like demons and, you know, things like that. he sees like visions of this kid that he tried to help and he couldn't. So he's like being haunted by that and things like that. But yeah, Tim Robbins sells it really, really well. Elizabeth Pena, Danny Aiello, beautiful direction, very great musical score, and solid direction. I mean, just a beautifully made horror film from 1990 that you just have to check out if you haven't seen it yet. So that is pretty much it for my review for Jacob's Ladder. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time. You guys take care.